Hello, beautiful ones, and welcome. Welcome to this. I'm going to remove my glasses. Welcome to this connection, today's experience. Welcome. I hope you're doing fine. I hope you are enjoying your week. I'm just going to check if technically all is good, as I can see some glitches. So I want to make sure that all is good. I just adjusted my microphone. So do you hear me well? Can you see me? I know some people had problems to find me, so I'm in the group. I'm here. We're live. And welcome to those of you who will join us during the replay. All is good. Energies will remain the same, will remain as powerful. And if you're joining live, let me know who is present here. Hello, beautiful one. So sometimes I cannot see your name. You might see, I don't know if it's, yeah, at the end completely of the description of this video, you do have a link leading you to StreamYard authorization. By giving a StreamYard, the platform I'm using to use your name, I will see who is actually live with me. So let me have a little glass of water and we will start very, very soon. Today, I wanted to also indicate and share with you things I do feel will change in the way I present this weekly experience. I have been coming live weekly for 2 years, and every time, of course, I went through my own upgrades. The presentation of this experience, of this show, of this conversation with you did, of course, evolve. And now they're clearly telling me to really take a few minutes before diving into the topic to share with you some updates around the energies, around the collective energy. So I will do it every time I receive myself an upgrade or a forecast, an indication that energies are shifting and it's worth sharing with you. I will do that weekly in this conversation. Hello, beautiful Elizabeth. Why? Because things have changed. I always said to everyone, I'm not a forecaster. I'm not a person who does energy updates, but you know what is happening? They are really telling me to do that lately. They're really asking me to just take a few minutes and share with you what is coming through so you understand a little bit more what we're going to go through as a team of light worker, as a family, but also for humanity as well. Today we're talking about the cosmic heart. That's the way I call it, but precisely we're talking about the heart center or the heart chakra. It is the entry point to any awakening you will experience. It is the first thing you should focus on. Of course, you can focus on your heart center and at the same time connect to your higher self and star team, which I believe should be the first elements before trying to develop anything else. But let's say that even the idea of developing your intuitive powers is something out of reach at this point, then just focus on the heart center. This is what we will talk about today. And before we do this, first of all, I would like to welcome all the new members of this group. Welcome, 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 beautiful ones. I am happy you're here. I'm happy that this family is expanding, that energies are really shifting us into an accelerated upgrade mode, which makes the experience, if you're ready, quite exciting. And if you are new to this and you feel it's overwhelming, that's where having friends and family brothers and sisters, light workers, is something that you will definitely enjoy. And hello, beautiful one, whomever you are. Unfortunately, I don't have your name. So why don't we just take ourselves into a beautiful state of relaxation, a beautiful state of receiving. I will very quickly dive into sharing the energies, kind of an energy update, and we will really channel around the heart center, the cosmic heart. Is that a good deal? Are we ready to do so? Good. I'm sorry, I'm just checking my camera because I do feel that it's jittery, so I hope you guys see me well. On my end is kind of on and off and it's out of sync, so let me know if for you it's good. So take a deep breath in through the nose and release completely through the mouth until no more breath, like a big, big sigh of letting go. A big sigh of I release completely. I release completely. Let's do this 3 more times. Beautiful. So use your powerful imagination to take yourself in a beautiful space, a space of complete surrender to what is, to what is unfolding right now, to what you sense your body wants to do. As your body might wants to stretch, might wants to remain still, might wants to do some circular movements. It might wants to yawn. It might trigger different feelings and sensations. Let your body be the first connector of this experience. Your mind does not think anymore. Your mind is not even paying attention to my words. Your body is listening. Your body is absorbing the peaceful and calming energy that we're now creating as we are merging our higher selves, our energy fields, to create even a more powerful vortex of energy where our higher selves can speak directly to us without any kind of censorship, without any kind of interferences. So your guides, our guides, can come here and speak to us directly in a clear way. So you do not need to use your mind to decipher the guidance you are going to receive as I speak about many different topics that will activate different codes within you today. Beautiful. So sense your body feeling lighter and lighter. Feel your mind in complete collaboration. And let your heart open up. You feel it right in the middle of your chest, opening up, releasing warmth, releasing an energy you might even witness, you might even visualize. Feel your heart center opening up and releasing all the beauty you are holding within, the one you can see and identify, and the one that is actually rising within you through this experience. As you realize that you have been carrying so much self-love, so much love for the collective and for humanity, so much love for all that is. So when you're ready, you can You choose. Either keep your eyes closed or open them, as I will very quickly share some energy updates. It's not really an update, it's more a description of what is happening. And then we will dive into the core of the topic. And as I said, if you're joining now, I do feel that weekly, if they send me the guidance, there will be a little portion of our weekly gathering dedicated to sharing some details around the actual energies. What they want to say today, and I might just get into my zone to really share this as clearly as possible. They're saying that yes, we have entered phase 2, which is the most awakening, transformative period for humanity. We're in it, like physically. Of course, spiritually and energetically, it had started a while back. Some people dated to December 2012, and it was just slowly opening up doorways so light workers could access and unlock their codes. But right now it's palpable. Right now it's like your body feels it has entered a zone of no return, meaning you do not have the choice. You're a light worker. You're meant to express your magic. You're meant to develop your magic. There's no choice whether or not you accept the mission or not, or you delay it or not. This is phase 2 for light workers and for humanity as well. But humanity is experiencing this in a different way. And I will just focus on sharing what the light workers are experiencing right now. So we have already gone through the vortex. The vortex is what happened in the revealing, the great shift experience or immersion that we did for 3-4 weeks ago now. And it's continuing on its next phase on August 2. But now, between the end of the vortex we have penetrated, we have entered in, and the new phase within the phase, which will be around August, we're in that transitional period, which will only last somewhere around 2 weeks, and we're already well in. And this phase is a phase of monitoring what happened in the last 4 weeks, giving yourself, and even me, I do feel I need to rest a lot more than usual. So resting if you need to, moving, dancing if you need to. This phase is again the eye of the cyclone. It's really the moment, the calm on the ocean, where you simply observe how you feel and you respond to your body's desires to rest or to be active, to learn or to be in a meditative state. Whatever your body requires, we will all feel something different. The next phase, which will again start slowly to rise around August, will be another phase. There will be a need, kind of a deep need of learning, a deep need of activating you, but not activating you like somebody leads the activation and you receive. It's like, I want to be the leader of something. I want to lead my, hello, beautiful Tara. I want to leave my, I want to lead my existence. I want to take things in my own power and decide what is right for myself. So for light workers, you will have a lot of decisions to make. It doesn't matter in what aspect. It could be spiritually, it could be in your relationship, in your family, in your work. The next phase is a phase of decision making. It's a phase of action. Again, some people will experience it in a very slow process, but it will be all about being active. They want me also to share, and that's more from an external point of view, so you understand the overall picture, the overall perspective of what is happening globally. They're sharing that, and yes, I will check your questions and comments, lovely ones. They're sharing that and it's an image they sent me actually maybe 30 minutes ago, and I will just allow them to repeat it the way they said it to me, because I think it's the most beautiful image, or the easiest image to help us understand the process right now. So humans right now are in the process of separation from a system that wrongfully told them they were the mother source. They were the source of all knowledge. I want to go back into the notion around what the matrix is and all this. And they're saying that as they are disconnecting from the matrix, there's that moment of loss where you do not know who you are anymore, because we told you that a man is this, a woman is this, a child is this. You need to study this way. You need to go through this journey as you become an adult, as you become a father, a mother, a child. It seems to have been pre-written, and humans are realizing that the story we told them is not the only story. It's a possible story, but it's not the only story. And now there's two levels of disconnection to the matrix for humans. I'm not specifically talking for light workers, even though that could be your stories. But light workers, it's important for you to understand what humans are going through, because your future friends and your future clients will be those people. And you will understand their emotional confusion. So they will, as humans are completely rejecting the system and what it taught them, they think the answer is another system or another belief or another set of belief. And this will lead them to another illusion. It's either female or male, white or black. It's either right or wrong. It's either high or low. It's always one or the other. So right now, because the unification of our return to source, which means us being able to be anything and anyone, creating anything, is not fully integrated in human's mind, they will always search who they are. And that, for those who are working in the energy healing field, my field, maybe your field, and psychology, there will be a lot of confusion around that. So it's happening right now. So do not expect, do not be surprised to see extremes in the way people do claim their identity. It will be, again, black or white. There won't be any kind of peaceful choice at the moment. There will be a lot of blaming and a lot of guilt and a lot of accusations. And that's where the analogy they shared with me is so important. They're saying that when you enter a relationship with a spouse, with a partner, and you realize this relationship doesn't work anymore, but it's not clear yet why it doesn't work anymore. You just know that when you're with that person, you're not fully yourself anymore. You may have been, and who knows, maybe that person, that relationship helped you elevate your understanding of who you are to a certain level, and then you realize that the relationship is actually blocking your own evolution. So you simply don't feel comfortable in it. So you know you have to leave the relationship behind, but it is not clear whose fault it is. It is not clear why the relationship doesn't work. You just feel it doesn't work. So you might look for guidance elsewhere, maybe another partner, maybe another town, or you might even blame the partner you're with. You don't understand who I am. You're on your own level. I have evolved. I'm somewhere else right now. We cannot continue on together. So this is what is happening. We are ending a relationship with the system. But for those of us who are not clear why they cannot be in the system anymore, meaning they are not clear around their soul purpose, their intuitive abilities and connection to higher self isn't clear yet, they are in that phase where they do not want to be in the system. They do not want to live their lives the way they led it, but they don't know exactly where they're going. They don't know why things are shifting, not too sure what is being unlocked within them. So they're starting to judge, they're starting to blame, they're starting to accuse the system, accuse maybe people. And that's normal. It's part of the separation. And this is what humanity is going through right now. They wanted me to tell you this before we dive into the topic, today's topic, because you will witness that in yourself, and you will witness that in awakening light workers, dormant light workers, or dormant humans are awakening, and they're like, it's their fault. It's their fault. Accusing everyone, and you will be it's so crucial that your presence and your guidance will be so crucial, because you'll know. So just observe, because the majority of humanity will be lost this way. So some people will be lost and will really go within, doing a lot of introspection. They might mute themselves up for a while, doing their own thing. We need to observe these ones too. Sometimes silence is great, but too much silence without any answer is not ideal after a while. We need to observe those people who have decided to go away for a while, step away so they can understand the process. We need to observe those who are rebelling completely and have decided to destroy the system by doing the opposite of the system, realizing that the opposite is not better. We're still in dealing with extreme beliefs and paradigms. It's not there. It's all about unity. It's all about balance. So this is what humanity is going through, and will go through for a little while, a few months. I was kind of asking my guides, okay, can you tell us what we're going through right now? It will last for a few months. I know October will be a key period. We'll see what it brings. But right now, just observe this kind of period where you are grieving the relationship you had with life, with your culture, with maybe aspects of your family, your education, your vision about what a relationship should be, maybe community, maybe education. We're there. So observe that in yourself, in others. But today we're talking about the cosmic heart. And if you have questions about that, please let me know. Maybe I should check before I dive into the other. Yes, Tara, if you cannot stay, please come back for the replay. Of course, it will be available pretty much right away. And yes, feel free to contact me if you have questions. Yeah, Tara says, I am absolutely feeling that desire to lead and guide. Yeah, that's where usually I take people with me. And when I take, you understand what I mean? We're working together. When I say this, is because suddenly they feel that my words are resonating with them. I'm just taking rising light workers into their next step, so they feel empowered. And as soon as you feel empowered, of course, sky's the limit. The guidance you receive is endless. And even though there might be times where you need moments of silence and you feel nothing is evolving, it is indeed. Good afternoon, whoever it is, beautiful ones. All right, so the cosmic heart is actually your heart center. And if you haven't been with us at the beginning of this session, close your eyes so you can feel your heart center opening up. By opening your heart center, you're opening the way to self-healing and to strengthening your higher self, the connection with your higher self. I have been guided. Hello, beautiful Aisha. I have been guided to remind you, and that's Natalie's journey. You will find other channelers and other mentors and other guys speak a different language. Just know that, and language in terms of message, just know that they're not wrong. Nobody's wrong. It's just whatever triggers you and what resonates within you. That is all. That is all. I don't know, emotions are coming through like a deep truth that is coming through as, yeah, we're all sharing a different message to reach different people. And eventually all messages will kind of blend in one unified message. They're saying that your heart center is the doorway you take to reach your higher self and starting. And many philosophies and religions have always talked about love your neighbor, be grateful, feel the love within you, let it rise within you. All of them in their own way. Of course, they never clearly said, meditate around your heart center and see a vortex opening up from your heart center, and you will feel that you're entering another dimension of your reality of yourself. They may not have explained it this way because they wanted you to find the path for yourself. They didn't always make the journey easy, but in the end, it is as easy as this. It is as easy as closing your eyes, seeing your heart center right in the middle of your chest, opening up and penetrate, enter in the doorway, the portal, become a miniature version of yourself, and enter, swim into the vortex of your heart center, and swim and fly and rise and see where it leads you. You might have to do that once, you might have to do that many times. But eventually, as you let yourself float and rise, again, entering the space and rising, eventually, if it's not happening right now, you will feel that you are actually arriving in a destination where you feel love, light, peaceful, and energies and potentially light beings, your higher self, will come to you and will start to share guidance and show you colors and shapes and words until they speak clearly to you in whatever language they want to speak. Clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance, or all of them. Your heart center journey or your heart center connection automatically forces you to see through yourself. And that's where it's healing. Decades ago, and even recently, we were so excited about spirituality and cosmic beings and all the archangels. We were mainly talking about that as almost a magnet, so we could attract more and more light workers into this field, into this experience. But let's be honest, it can start this way. But a light worker opening up to his or her divine guidance system is a light worker who accepts self with the best you did and maybe the less glorious of what you did. From this entry point, rather than focusing on external beings, from this entry point, you will rise faster. From this entry point, the heart center connection, you will heal faster. From this entry point, you will trust your intuitive powers, and you will rise a lot faster. And the guidance you will receive will be understood a lot more clearly. Why? I'm sorry, every time I channel, you can be sure my nose will be will be annoying me. When you connect with your heart center, you automatically develop in a strong confidence because you have done all the work. So what you receive, you trust. What you channel, you trust. That's why the privilege, this way of developing your intuitive powers, does it make sense to you? Again, all roads are okay. All roads will answer somebody's needs of the moment. They're showing me the most solid, the most healing, the most potent, and the most rapid. Of course, some people have experiences where the upgrades are happening within minutes, within days. But when they return to their 3D life, as the awakening process is to master 5D, 4D, and 3D in this incarnation, when they do return in their 3D life, they're lost. Because energies are very different in both realms. I'm pretty sure you have witnessed that already. But does it make sense to you the way they want me to explain it to you? By looking at yourself in the mirror, as you connect to your heart center and you look at that man, you look at that woman, you look at that mother, that sister, that brother, as that father, you're making peace with everything you are, everything you have been, and you're just excited about what's coming ahead. Because in your heart center, the energies are simply expanding to everywhere else in your body, which brings peace into the mind, which brings a lot of activation in the throat chakra. Everything comes here. It's the solar system. I know the solar plexus is here, but the love shines from this energy center. Love shines from this chakra. And from there, you will rise, feeling completely solid on your 2 feet and completely anchored again as you develop another aspect of this experience. So your cosmic heart is the most solid doorway to your awakening process. There are many activations that can lead you there, and be assured that I will share that in my upcoming experience, revealing the great shift. And again, you have the link in the description. This will be our first connection. We will have the complete activation. So what I did in a few minutes, of course, will be held over an hour. So we will take the time to open the heart center, even for those who are already channeling very clearly. You will feel that you're expanding your energy field. So when you enter your heart, when you enter your heart center, you feel more energy like spreading around you this way. But as we work on this, it becomes bigger and bigger, and eventually your aura and your energy field is beyond your neighborhood. To a certain extent, we don't want it to be too far, as we don't want you to, collect any kind of energies that are not yours. But it's the power of I feel anger, I go within, I rise, and I receive divine guidance. It's that kind of power we want to work with, and that will help you, of course, connect to entities, light beings, and galactic collectives that are holding the highest frequencies, So the message you receive, or the messages you receive for yourself and whomever you're meant to share this, holds the most powerful message and the most powerful healing energies. There's always more you can attain. There's more dimensions you can climb, so you really download the most. So that is the initial journey that we will embark on as August 2nd. And again, if you already feel comfortable with connecting to your heart center, it's meant to expand. It's meant to expand to an experience. That's what they're showing me right now, where your heart center connects to other light workers' heart center. And there's a sense of profound unison with all those who are doing a similar journey through the activation we will have, but also those who are channeling in their own country, in their own time zone, and we somehow meet beyond time and space or across time and space. So the heart center is the solid way to connect to your higher self and star team. It's not really one after the other. It could be just you focusing on personal healing through the cosmic heart connection. But by experience, as soon as you connect to your heart center, you develop your intuitive powers. And the more you develop your intuitive powers, the more you open your heart center. And the more you open your heart center, the more you connect to high vibrational beings who are holding really important guidance for yourself and for those who you will want to share this information with. Then, of course, we will jump to something else, which is to understand your soul purpose, which is, I would say, part 2 of the most important awakening experience. Once you know yourself and you know who you're speaking with and you know who your higher self is, then of course, and once you have developed your intuitive powers and how you're supposed to share them, what is important is to know, what is my mission? That will also be shared in the Revealing the Great Shift experience coming up. What will be different this time is that I will make sure that everybody present receives a personal and individual channeling message and guidance. So you not only receive the message for the group, but also for the whole, for the group, but also for yourself. That's so important. So I feel more energy and I feel so tired. I don't know who sends that message, exhausted. Yes, that's totally normal. If we're going back into the phase we're in right now, and please play again the beginning of this video if you missed it, as you had I shared an energy update, but it's right now is the calm phase. We had a very activating one 4 weeks ago. It kind of ended pretty much at the time we ended the vortex, which was, I forgot the date. When was it? Last Friday? I think so. And it feels like it happened a month ago. It's really weird. And now if you feel tired, if you feel exhausted, if you feel you don't have energy, you are in the integration mode. And play again, I won't repeat myself, but play again the video as expect something more powerful than what we have expected 4 weeks ago or in the last 4 weeks. It doesn't mean it's going to be surprisingly triggering or activating. I do feel that the vortex we have created was kind of a little cocoon to kind of buffer a little bit the amplitude and the magnitude of the energy. So those who are, of course, not into any kind of spiritual routine will just take the light codes and the upgrades like full on. It will feel like every time you're being, it will feel like a almost a fight in a certain way with actual energies, but it's not your case. I know that. But for those who have already entered this journey and have felt solid enough, then this second phase of highly activating codes will feel like you're on the go, you want to do things, you feel motivated, but it won't be too, it won't be draining. It won't be done unconsciously. You will know because now you're aware, and you will have a routine that actually helps you to maintain your solid connection with Earth, your solid connection with your star team and your higher self, a strong connection with the heart center, so you connect to high vibrational beings from this doorway. Because what I talked about earlier, the extremes, people wanting to disconnect from their relationship with the matrix, will create a lot of turmoil. Again, politically, economically, socially, geographically, even scientifically. There will be like so many things that don't make sense, so many things that feel like, am I really seeing this or hearing this? But you light workers, as you really connect to people who are holding a high vibration, who stay in this group, even if we're meeting once a week or a little bit more, actually, you will see I will share the program of the next 2 weeks or so, and you'll see which topic is very important to you, but it will follow the awakening process. I will really go step by step. What I sense and what I observed are the ideal steps to rise into your power in a very solid, held, and healthy way. So we will go through them step by step. Today, we kind of talked about the heart center, which I believe is the origin of everything. And so you feel solid. So you feel solid as you're experiencing all this. So let me know if you have questions. I am going to slowly disconnect from this conversation. I was really happy to have you here. And again, if you're watching this live, please feel free to share your questions and comments. I always check your comments, even if you are sharing them a few hours or a few days later after this broadcast. Just a little meditation we did, like entering your heart center, is enough for those who are beginning. It's enough. Don't go any further. If you're just doing this every day, you will understand your position in the world as the world mutates completely. You will understand where you stand. You will understand what you want to get involved with and what is a no-go. That is the foundational thing, because it's going to rock in a way that could be disturbing for those who don't have a spiritual system, a guidance system that is solid enough. It's beyond, it's even beyond just focusing on developing your intuitive powers. It's beyond this. It's knowing yourself. It's knowing what you're here for. It's knowing your own intuitive signature, so you can rise as a very unique expression of light here on Earth. But a light that does not deny the light in others. I do not deny the light of other channelers because they speak a different language. And when I say different language, I'm talking they are sharing different information. It's like the opposite of what I'm sharing. They're holding a light that is different from mine, and it's activating people. That is all we need to know. And I respect them for that. And it does not remove me from the solid rooting I have right now. It does not disconnect me from my soul purpose. It does not put me off balance because I'm maybe the only person. I doubt it. But as an example, maybe I'm the only person who talks about the awakening process this way and have decided to hold a community and to help people grow a certain way with certain steps in a certain container. I think there's energy for everyone, and the awakening is accessible to everyone. So I'm wishing you a wonderful day. Again, if you want to communicate with me, feel free to do so by sending me a DM. I'm answering them all. It could be a question about your own awakening process. It could be maybe that you don't fully decipher what you're receiving. Maybe you want some guidance, or maybe you want to know a little bit more about my upcoming experience that will start on August 2 and will end 28 days later. Maybe you want to talk about my membership. We meet twice a month, and that is something you feel is more what you need at this time. We can talk. We can talk about what I sense would be the best for you. And again, with that, without any obligation. If you're not ready to just jump on my board, it's all fine. I'm just one of many who can help you rise into your power. All right, beautiful ones. I love you very much. And we'll talk very soon as more of these little activations and transmissions will be shared. All right. Bye-bye. Oh, I'm just seeing the long message. Elizabeth, I'm sorry, I was going to disconnect and I just saw your long message. Let me see it. I feel I have spent my life believing that all begins, I'm sorry, with love, divine love, unconditional love. And I know because I've worked with you for a while, and for you it was so important to do anything from that perspective. I finally learned that this is true, and it is the greatest gift and the foundation. I believe it is more important than all my magic. Yes, yes, yes. But they go hand in hand. I understand what you mean, but for those who may not be sure, it goes hand in hand. Very important. It is the source of connection to the divine, and therefore opens everything in all dimensions. Thank you so much for this affirmation, and so much love to you too. Yeah, I'm sending you so much love. You're right. I mean, again, I was going to end, and then I realized that there's a beautiful comment, so I needed to just bounce back on this. You're right. And again, a lot of people, very sensitive people, I'm sorry, but my nose is so itchy. And I know it's like a lot of energies are coming through. I know it feels weird, but I cannot resist. When you're born on this planet, and actually we're all highly intuitive, but the ideal would be that we find on this planet what we have found in the non-incarnated world. And we realize that it's not always the same here. But in the end, we're just returning. By connecting to love, we're returning. We're returning to something we all know and have been coded with. People's experience might be different. Some people did really ran very far from their own unconditional love for self and others. So their journey back might take a little bit more time, but it is. As soon as you have activated this connection with your heart center, your mission remains the same, but you experience it differently. If you're meant to have really strong intuitive abilities and you're meant to share them with others, then that will come a lot more clearly and a lot more rapidly than if you do this from an ego standpoint, meaning I'm doing this because it looks cool and because maybe I could make a living. And it's a different journey, and they can both lead to success. But when times are hard, you will feel more solid if you started your journey or continued your journey having a strong connection to your heart center. And that's it. You have returned home totally. Home is always there within us. You just have opened the door again to this. All right. I let you go, and thank you so much, Elizabeth, for your comment, which allowed us to develop even more. All right, beautiful ones. I'll see you soon. Just expect more of these little conversations in the next 2 weeks or so. Bye-bye for now. Bye.